Alright guys, so today I am going to be reviewing some beauty tools, and I want to do the classic beauty blender versus Real Techniques battle. I have this makeup puff from Daiso. It's only $2, so I think I want to be doing that too. The Real Techniques and the Daiso, they feel pretty much similar in terms of like squishiness. I would say if I had to pick, Daiso is a little more hard to squish if I really had to compare. And the smallest one, which is the Beauty Blender, is so soft, and I feel like even if I just do it right now it'll be alright, but these seem more dense and this one seems more less dense. And this is not the original one. I think this was supposed for like skincare and like other stuff as well, but I want to test this out because I heard it's not that different, and if I feel it with my original Beauty Blender, it seems like, yeah, this is definitely less dense. But this one I've been using for a while, and now it's, if I had to compare these two, actually, they're actually all, it's really similar, but I would have to say this is the softest out of the three. So I think I'm gonna get them damp and then I'll be right back. Now that these guys have been dampened, they've become so fat. Like these fat boys just made me so excited because they just became so chubby. So this is a Daiso, it's so fat right now. And this is a Real Techniques. They come like almost like twice their size, but this is the Beauty Blender and this is the other Beauty Blender. And I did these first, so I thought these were fat, but then they got fatter here. If you see, this is a Daiso, which originally the Daiso was larger. Not really sure how I'm gonna do this, but anyways, I'm gonna be testing these. I have to just bring a primer, so I'll be right back. So I'm just gonna start off with the primer. This is actually just a UV protector, so it's just like a sunscreen. Like that. Autofocus, please. Yeah. Okay, so yep, that's what it is. I'm just gonna go in with maybe the white Beauty Blender. Yep, I'm just gonna distribute that. It feels actually kind of nice, but this one feels a little like grainy for me. Right. But it feels very moist because, I mean, this is moist. But for me, it just feels a little grainy compared to the actual Beauty Blender. So I think I might just really use this Beauty Blender here. And I'm gonna use my double lasting foundation instead of my Estee Lauder. Alright, so I'm just gonna pour a little bit the same way, just on my hand, like that. And I really don't like to use a lot. So I'm gonna dab a little. Start from my what side is this? My left side. So left side is Beauty Blender. I'm just gonna go in. So yeah, it's very natural, very moisturizing at the same time. And I'm gonna do the same thing with the Real Techniques. And surprisingly, I think this is much squishy, it's more dense and more moist in my opinion. So I'm gonna do the same thing, going in with the foundation. I feel like this had too much maybe water in it, so it's so moist on me right now. I have a lot of like water on my face right now, but this side is the Real Techniques and this side is the Beauty Blender. But you guys have to think that because my left side of the face is a little less pretty, I would say. This is my better side, I think. So you guys have to take that into account. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely different. I think maybe my eyebrows like I don't know, something's weird. These are the two concealers that I'm using right now. A big concealer. This is more thicker, and I'm using the Giorgio Armani concealer. I'm not sure if anybody uses this. I'm just gonna do what I usually do for like the thicker dots. But for blemishes or spots, I'll use this Bare Minerals. And this one is in Golden Fair. So I'm just gonna go in with like, I make little whiskers. I've seen before, but like that. And I'm gonna go in maybe together at the same time. The Beauty Blender, and I feel like this side is too much on it. So go in a little more, even it out. And this is very, very sheer. So I'm just gonna use, this side because I would usually use this side. Same again, Real Techniques feels much more moisturizing. Almost like too moisturizing for me, but it feels cool, so it's good. Oh, sorry, my bad. So, yep, that's about it. And for these spots, I guess for my chin I'll use the Beauty Blender, and for this part I'll use the Real Techniques. So I go in here, I'm gonna use the tip, zoom in a little more. Wow, that is hella dark, isn't it? Oh, it takes a while. Okay, there you go, happy. Alright, so that like didn't do anything. I almost feel like it got rid of the product. I think my fingers might be better. We'll try once again. But before we do that, I'm just gonna go in with the Beauty Blender. Dab, dab, dab. So for me, this feels much softer. As I said before, I like got it damp. This one was the softest. Alright, so oh, I see a rip here. Really sad. You guys see the rip here? I don't know what happened. But I'm not very happy about that. Do some dabs here also. And you know, sometimes give me a moment. Got that. I feel like I'm not too crazy about the Real Techniques. I mean, I saw other videos and I was like, they look exactly the same. But I just wanted the original, to be honest. But let's just do one more thing. I usually go in like with my nose. This is a Smashbox Camera Ready Concealer. Alright, there we go. And so I'll just go in with like my nose. And usually I'll use this Pony Effect brush, amazing brush, and just kind of go in like with it, but I guess I'll try this time. Hopefully it's not going to. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, but like I want to use half of it for this. I'll try to blend half here. And then blend half here. Without getting my previous concealer off. Oh no, that's gonna make a really skinny line. Did I just get all the product off? Alright, so I can't do this right now. It's usually what I do. But this will just create like that like amazing definition for your nose without the surgery. Because I don't think I can get my nose done. I kind of like my nose, so yep. So what I'll do, I just want to do one more thing. I feel like I have some spots on myself right now, so I'm gonna try this, what everybody else does with the powders and the beauty blenders, which is something that I just don't get. I'm just gonna go in maybe the same way. Find any like spots that I don't like. Ooh, I'm not sure how I like this. I'm just gonna. I have a lot of stuff on my chin. I think like on my periods I'll get something. And maybe the redness would be a nice one. And I really like these Bare Minerals. Something like that. Like that. And do the same for my nose. Like, for me, this Real Technique, maybe I didn't like take the water out enough, but it's just so damp for me right now. Not really loving it. I guess I have a lot of water on it. Alright, let me just squeeze this out a little more. Okay, that feels much better. You have to like squish a lot more, I think, with this and also the Taito one, because they're much more squishy. Duh. You see this come out dripping. But my beauty blender, like, I guess in a sense, like, because it's less like that, you don't have to use as much energy to get the liquid out. Alright, so I'm just gonna try this. It feels kind of nice and so bouncy and fat. I actually really like it. So, alright, I'm just gonna go in like that and cover some spots that I have. I have psoriasis here. Super cool. Just kidding. But this still feels damp to me. Not a big fan of this one right now. I mean, they all kind of have a good finish, I think. It did the job pretty well. But I think in terms of like efficiency, I personally think this side, although this is my ugly face, looks better in terms of just my skin. What do you guys think? So, yeah, I think I'm gonna finish my makeup and then be right back. Alright, so now that I'm done with my makeup, I think my final thoughts on the Real Techniques and the Beauty Blender is that for me, I think I'm gonna stick to the Beauty Blender just because it's less energy and it's just hassle-free. I think the difference is that this is really dense and the Beauty Blender is really soft, so it just requires less energy to pour out that water for me. And this one, I don't know, I'm really sad that this ripped. Do you guys see this? Do you guys really see this? Oh, like, I just opened this today. I don't know what happened. So anyway, so for me, it's the Beauty Blender, and in terms of this one compared to this one, I think this one is definitely for skincare products. So I'll use my primers for this, but it has more of a rough feeling to it. So I think the Beauty Blender for me is the winner. If you do use a Real Technique or a Daiso, I think you should really squeeze it out so you don't have too much water to kind of like get this all off of your face. So I think I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go to a jazz bar and hang out with my sister. So check that out in the vlog, but I will see you guys next time.